It may or may not come as a shock to many of you listening that I don't put much stock into retrograde. Now, I'm not saying there isn't any science behind it, but what I am saying is there is enough going on in my life on a day-to-day basis that I kind of don't need a retrograde that occurs every what feels like 4 days impacting it. But I posed a question on my Facebook page about what you guys wanted me to read into next. The retrograde was chosen. It's 11:29 p.m. where I am right now, and this retrograde is supposed to hit in less than 30 minutes. So those cool little edits that I normally do, pretty much out the window for this. I am going to do my gosh darn it to get this reading out for all 12 signs on the day this retrograde begins. Let's get started. Well, hello my beautiful Virgos and those of you spying on your Virgo counterparts. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marcia, and if you are not, well, welcome back. First things first, subscribe, and then hit that like icon. Now, if you're new to my channel, I talk rather quickly and I like to keep things 10 minutes or under just because I cannot bear to talk about things for too long. All right? So Virgo, we are going to look into the retrograde and let's catch the vibe. This is yours, Virgo. Beware. Virgo, I don't need you caught in the line of fire. It's almost a buyer beware thing too, but I really don't need you caught in the crosshairs of things. For some of you, if there is a real estate type property, please just let's be cautious. Let's be cautious that you are not feeding into something that is going to serve every party except you. I really feel like that. I know that's random. Beware. Some of you, I feel, it's not exactly getting caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, but in a way it is. I'm still seeing crossfire. For some of you, this is literal. Not trying to scare you or anything. But the universe is saying there is a lack, it feels like there's a lack of gratitude. Okay, so here's the thing. You know how some people have, and please don't get nervous by this, I'm telling you for a reason, don't get nervous. Some people have near-death experiences and it changes their whole perspective. Some people go off and propose to people. Some people take skydiving classes, or some people get their pilot's license, or some people finally decide to have children or something. This is what this is about. This is what this retrograde is literally telling you. Like, you do know that you're mortal, right? It's literally saying, you, Virgo, think that you can control everything, but we're trying to show you that we're actually in control. It's really saying there is a timer on everything in your life, your relationships, your situationships, whatever. There's a timer on everything, and you can only wait for so long. People will only wait for so long. Opportunities don't always come back around. This is what this is showing you. So this retrograde is almost trying to scare you into living. Virgo, some of you are sitting on the sidelines. Some of you are so worried about the news, and by the news I mean the news you watch on TV or phones or wherever, and the news that is on social media. Without any of that, some of you would still be living your everyday life. It's saying stop being afraid. Like, literally, it's saying stop holding back. So if you could take the fear word out, you could take the afraid word out. Stop holding back, because you don't have all day to make an impact. You don't have all day to live your best life. You don't have all day to really enjoy the fruits of your labor. Some of you need to get off the couch, get out the bed, get out of the chair, whatever it is. You need to get out of the comfort space that you're in, because it's actually draining you. You're actually getting nothing done. Some of you have these set routines and it's really bad. It's not very good. It's not. You have these set routines. And it's really not benefiting you. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's like you're letting life just pass you by. Show me. I don't know which. Okay. I want to make sure. All right. So we have Seven of Swords in reverse. And I always get nervous anytime I see any of the Seven of Swords. Either way. Four of Wands in reverse. And the High Priestess in reverse. You are not listening. You're not invincible. You're not immortal. And some of you can't cook. I mean, I don't know where that came from, but it was said, whatever. Some of you are playing life as if you stay in the house, no harm will come to you. As if death can't come knock at your doorstep. As if you won't get your heart broken if you don't put yourself out there. Things like that. Like, you're going to such extremes to keep yourself in a bubble that you are literally, and I need to be mindful of my words now, you are literally pretty much almost cutting off your own life force. You are not taking any good advice. You are only listening to fear. Some of you are not, all of you in some way, shape, or form are not living. All of you are overly cautious. And some of you are going to say, well, Marcia, don't be reckless. Don't be whatever. Some of you use some harsh words when it comes to opinions about your health. Some of you use some harsh words. But let me just say this. Darn if you do, darn if you don't. There are 1,000,001 things in the world that can hurt you, kill you, so on and so forth. Visible or invisible. Stop letting what you read, stop letting what you're experiencing, stop letting things just completely pause your playbook. I'm not saying go out there and be reckless. What I am saying is you still have a purpose. And by golly, the universe is going to drag you out one way or the other to fulfill that. Now, if you want to go through life unhappy, if you want to go through life in this little scary bubble, if you want to go through life not shooting your shot, if you want to go through a life afraid to ask someone out, if you want to go through life afraid to go after your dream career, go for it. Go for it. But the types that are too afraid to chase their own dreams tend to try to put others down and put fear in them and tell them, no, you shouldn't do this, you can't do this because of this, that, and the other. Those are the main types of parents and grandparents that do that to their offspring. It's not a good look. Those are the same types that have relationship issues and always tell their friends, well, you should break up with him, or you should break up with her, well, you should do this, that, and the other. Like negative. Get out of this mode. Don't step into this mode. Beware. Beware that all you're doing really is hurting yourself. This retrograde is going to show you that you have a lot to live for, Virgo. And it's absolutely going to highlight all the ways you aren't. I mean, that's life, right? Let's see what we have for you, Virgo. Show me, Virgo. Let's see, Virgo. Believe in the impossible and a fiery climax approaches. I said approaches, right? Yep. Things will get better. Things can get better. Things shall get better. And things for you can, will, and shall change. But that's totally dependent on you. Some of you have and grew up with the same negativity that I said you could potentially turn into. Some of you are surrounded and grew up with people that always were quick to say what you couldn't do versus believing in what you could do. It's time for you to be the person that believes in you. It's time for you, some of you that are on the couch, to get off the couch. It's time for you guys to step out on faith and not be crippled by fear. I know that sounds rather like it belongs, I don't know, in a meme or something, I don't know, but such is life. All right? And if no one said that first, quote me on the meme, I don't know, whatever. Virgo, this has been your retrograde reading. I know it was a little serious. I know you guys probably aren't used to that serious tone for me, but this is much needed. I don't want life to just pass you by. You've held out on things enough. Some of you have been completely essential, but you have held out on things enough. Before all this was going on, you were holding out. Before you were holding out. You got to get out of the way. You got to get out of your own way. And shoot, make an impact. All right? Virgo, if you dug the fact that I could actually do serious readings as well, definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like icon and leave a comment down below if you're feeling a little jittery about retrograde. Let's talk about it. And by let's talk about it, I mean if there's something that you are concerned about, just let me know. We can definitely have a discussion down below. All right? Until next time, have a good one. Bye.